Welcome to another HopCast.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again.
Episode 17.
Wow.
17. Episodes can almost drink. They're almost there.
They're
Yeah.
almost legal age.
We are.
Yeah.
The HopCast is almost able to legally drink, which is exciting.
And for the HopCast, I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
I'm Don Radlund.
We have another guest.
Again.
Yep.
We have back-to-back brothers.
Third, fourth time. Third time.
People just want to be on the HopCast.
Yeah.
The same people.
Same people.
Same people. That's how much we love it.
Well, no, you were on episode 3.
3.
Then the Darkness special.
Darkness, and then we had up at Great Lakes. Yeah, so 4.
Great Lakes Brewing
Yeah.
Festival.
4.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to the Big Apple.
We continue our trek of all the states. And we're going to New York.
Yeah, not necessarily New York City, but we're going to the state of New York. And first of all, one of the best breweries out in New York, out of Lakewood.
That's a bold claim.
I'm going out there. I'm jumping out on the limb.
I think there's a lot of Brooklyn people who.
Well, it
The
could be.
Brooklyn Brewery is good stuff.
I like the Southern Tier better.
I do like Southern Tier better, but I feel like I need to give Brooklyn another try.
I know.
We had a can the other night that was actually pretty good. And, a cans actually.
But,
A can of cans?
A can of cans. Saw some cans. It was cool.
Some cans. It's a good time.
Sat on your can.
But this is their Cherry Saison, and it's an ale. It's brewed with cherries, and then it's also aged in oak.
So it's Saison, not Saison?
Saison is the proper pronunciation. So let's give this a pour and tell you a little bit more about it.
Right. I was kind of expecting it to be a little more amber red.
Cherry color,
Cherry,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Saisons are usually lighter in color.
Yeah.
So this may be on the darker side of a Saison, and that probably does have something to do with the cherries.
Okay. It's a little cloudy, too.
Yeah, it's very cloudy, right. But it's not red at all.
The colors, yellow.
The aroma is fantastic. You can really
wow.
smell the wood
Yeah.
and the cherries.
So it's
I did not
aged,
smell the cherry.
aged with French oak staves?
In French oak staves, yes. Not really sure what a stave is,
A
but
branch?
I assume it's a barrel of some sort.
Dealing
But-
with French oak. Yeah. It's the only thing I can gather.
Those French just make up words.
And it smells like earthy and Belgian-y.
Yeah. It doesn't smell like cherries again.
Not at all.
Another
Like, I really
surprise.
can't
I
smell
think it does a little bit. It's really tiny in there. It's just like almost like a tart smell that maybe I'm associating with the cherries. It does smell a little bit tart.
Alright,
Let's see what
let's try
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Wow. Getting a little sour
Yeah.
and a little tart in
Interesting.
there.
Yeah.
The cherry is
So
not.
I don't
it's-
taste the cherry that much.
I do, but it's more in like the aftertaste. I would say more in the finish.
Yeah.
It's definitely not smacking you in the face. That's for sure.
No, it's not like overly sweet or anything.
No, it definitely tastes. It's more on the side of Saison than
Yeah.
a cherry beer.
So what's the official Saison, like what qualifies as a Saison?
Saison is a Belgian style of ale. It's they say traditionally brewed in the winter to be consumed in the summer. It's light and fruity.
We're messing that up right now.
Hey, there's some.
We're drinking it in the winter because it's good.
It was
and
probably brewed last winter.
probably, and that's just how we do.
We open what we have.
Exactly. We're trying to get rid of all the beer in Brad's cellar.
Went down in the
We
cellar,
dusted this bottle off.
passed all my gold I found while pirate hunting. There's some beer. I was like, oh, there.
But it's gonna be traditionally a little fruity, a light drinkable beer.
Oh yeah, very, very drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's true to style. This one, I would say.
On the brand drinkability scale, I put this around 70.
Okay. Let's find out. Okay, it's 8% alcohol.
Okay.
It does not taste like the 8% though.
No.
No, not at all.
No. You're very concerned about that.
Surprised.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 90 on the Hunnemeder.
Wow.
I think it's complex and interesting. I like the sour notes in it.
That could be the lower drinkability.
Maybe for you, yeah. Lower drinkability because of the sour and the 8%. But you didn't detect it.
I didn't know.
But it's Southern Tier, so you should have known. Imperial,
and it was
everything.
an Imperial. So.
The only other rating I've heard of is this Drew's Index I've read about on the internet.
Yeah.
6,900 and something point something is what it goes up to. I'd say this probably rates up there at like a 5,000, 5,500.
It's a pretty good score.
Yeah.
You're very educated on the Drews, and I don't even think the Drew is
Drew.
educated.
He's got a following. I believe there's a Wikipedia site for it, and it's incredible.
So check out the Drew's Index on Wikipedia, and but I don't know. I'm really liking this.
Yeah, Southern Tier. Have we featured them before?
I don't believe that. Oh yeah, we did the pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. So we talk about them sometimes. We
Mhm.
reference them. But they have all this great info in the bottle, similar to Two Brothers. They have the Plutos and
Is it the ones who made the Pangea?
they have the IBUs on there. I don't see that.
No, they don't. They
What's the ingredients though?
they'll tell you the exact type of malt that they used, and all the different ingredients, and they'll even tell you they'll tell you the hops and when they used them, which is really cool. Like especially if you're like a home brewer or something and you want to like recreate or learn more about how
they got
different
the flavor,
ingredients change a style of beer. This is kind of like just a cool thing to read when you're drinking the beer. But it gives you the Plato, which basically is a density reading.
I'm surprised the IBUs are on there because I feel like that's like a
That's a
standard
well-known,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just not on this one because it's not real high in IBUs.
Right,
Could be.
I'd guess it'd be like between 20 and 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
about 40, maybe like 35. I don't know, but not very high on the IBUs. International bittering units.
Oh yeah, in case you get that from the hops.
Yeah, it's basically just like a scale on which they'll rate the hops. Like certain varieties of hops are more or less bitter, and depending on how much you use and when you use them, it's a calculation, and it can bring you to
You can get
how bitter the beer is going to be.
I believe we did a beer on the HopCast that was above 100. So.
100 is really high.
Is there an upper limit on it, or is it just kind of an open end?
Well, you can make it as bitter as you want. It would be undrinkable, but it's
Well, I was just wondering if they went to like 200 as the max.
No, I've never seen anything that high. No.
I think we have I have to look back on the HopCast, but I thought we had like a 120.
Was that right? I don't know.
That could have been like a double. Or
I think
then something from Portland. I feel like was up there in the hops. An Imperial double IPA. Or
a lot of times what Imperial double.
Imperial double strong IPA.
Just bump.
A lot of times what I would see, like once they hit 100, they just like they don't even count anymore. They just do 100 plus. It's like it's real bitter.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Deal.
So,
All right.
but yeah, let's finish these up and then we'll move on to another beer from New York.
All right.
Speaking of Imperial IPAs.
Alright, so we finished off the cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And while finishing off, we were discussing that we don't think they should advertise it as a cherry.
No. They got a big cherry in a truck on the bottle.
Yeah, it's
And
not overly cherry.
I expected a lot of cherry flavor, and I was.
It's really an underlying tone.
Yeah.
I think it probably should be marketed as Saison brewed with cherries
With
on the
cherry,
bottom.
yeah.
But maybe that's just their marketing tool. They put cherry on there and hope people find it interesting.
Yeah. Maybe some
So-
ladies will be like, I like cherries.
Yeah. I can't hate on them. They're selling more beer than I am, so.
Yeah.
But it was very drinkable.
I really liked it.
It's gone.
It's gone. We drank it. It's gone. But we're going to a new brewery that's not really heard of. It's called Mendocino. I think I've had one beer of theirs before, and I remember it being good. But this is their, interestingly enough, winter seasonal, and it's their Imperial IPA, which is interesting.
Doesn't sound like a winter and an IPA.
Sean's got a phone call back there, so if you hear him making plans, it's nothing but the HopCast.
It doesn't seem like a winter and an IPA would go together.
No.
An Imperial
So I'm
IPA,
intrigued
limited
by it.
edition, winter season.
And
What's the
let's
alcohol on it?
Looks pretty clear.
do it.
Is
It
that
does
what's
not
making it
mention.
a winter?
Oh, it's 7.5%. So
That's
not over the top.
Imperial,
No,
so
it's-
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not super alcoholic for an Imperial. I've probably seen regular IPAs at 7.5.
Right.
Well, we'll try it out.
So this has your usual like yellowish, orangey color for an IPA.
Very clear.
Yeah. Surprisingly clear, like crystal clear.
Yeah, not cloudy whatsoever. You can see straight through it.
Yeah, I can see you watching me.
Can you see me?
All right, Sting.
Nice head with retention. The lacing's good,
Oh wow. About a finger head.
and it smells like a
Smells like an IPA.
like a sweet IPA. Slightly
Wow.
slightly skunky actually.
So do we know
Like
anything
not
else?
in a bad way. Like not that it's gone bad or anything, but
I probably should have rinsed out our glasses.
could have been that too.
Sherry.
But
It's probably not correct. Huh.
what do you think?
Tastes like an IPA.
It's okay.
It tastes like a standard IPA.
I think it's good. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of IPAs, but I mean,
Oh, that's right.
it's good.
Weirdo.
But I mean, it doesn't. The Imperial implied that it was going to have.
A lot more hops.
It was going to be a lot more complex and like flavorful than it is. It just tastes like if you went out and
Definitely.
bought an IPA.
But
Somewhere.
it leaves your mouth like bitter
Yeah, it
and
leaves
dry. So
Yeah, I think the hops are nice and bitter.
Right.
I will agree with you that there's nothing that makes this beer stand out above any other
No.
IPA, but I do think it's like pretty solid.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's like a pretty decent beer. Like the hops are pretty bitter up front, and then let me analyze further.
Get a little Amarillo hops in there.
Oh,
And
could
it's
be.
probably a mixture.
Could
of
be.
hops.
I think it's a blend, definitely. I think you get a lot of grapefruit from this one, especially.
Yeah.
Like way back in the corners of your mouth, it kind of makes you pucker up a little bit, like the
Yeah.
grapefruit, which I totally dig.
I love grapefruit.
I do.
I don't know, I had this beer earlier in the week. The Zen IPA. It was brewed with green tea.
Interesting.
Shit.
Overly grapefruit. It was disgusting. But yeah, maybe that was okay, but
The camera lady is
No.
but
I didn't.
Camera girl gone running
I
the
didn't like it
cruise.
at all.
man.
Not a big fan of green tea, and I'm not one to eat a grapefruit for breakfast, so I don't know.
Tweak.
It just wasn't it wasn't good, but that was the Zen IPA. This is not that.
I think this is good. I think it's actually pretty bitter.
Oh yeah.
I think
It's not up front, but once it
leaves your
sit
mouth
back.
very
Yeah.
bitter. Extremely grapefruity. Yeah, again, I totally dig that. But
Do we know anything else about this brewery? Except that
it's from Saratoga Springs, New York.
new? Okay.
And that's basically all I know about it. It's just I've never seen a limited edition winter seasonal
Imperial
IPA.
Right, I think I was kind of wanting something different from a winter.
For a
Seasonal
Yes.
Imperial IPA. The buzzwords on the bottle.
There's really nothing. I don't know why they don't just
Label it an IPA.
brew an
Just
Imperial
sell it.
IPA.
Like if
Yeah.
they spiced it with like cinnamon
Exactly.
or allspice or something wintry.
If it was,
I have no
maybe
idea.
even darker in color, like
No
most
idea
winter
what
beers
makes
are.
it wintry, other than it will keep
They
you
told
warm
us it is.
because
Yeah.
it's got a lot of booze in it.
Maybe they release it in the winter.
Yeah.
Or when did you pick this up?
Just the other day.
So,
So I assume they do release it in the winter. I just don't know why.
Just to keep the IPAs going all year is what they're doing.
But
Just
I
trying
don't
to help
hate you,
out.
Mendocino. I like the beer. I'm just
We
confused.
just need a new label.
So you just email me and let me know what's going on, or give me a call or text or something.
Maybe they have the same beer for the summer.
And they just
We
relabel
call
it.
it the summer seasonal IPA. Imperial IPA.
They're seasonal for every season is their Imperial IPA.
It works.
Just make one label called the Four Seasons
You'll save
Imperial IPA.
You'll save a little money if you.
The economy is
one
rough right
label.
now, my friends. You got to cut costs.
Don't change the
So
beer
I-
inside of the bottle. Just one label. That's all you need.
Because
Just
it's
one.
good.
And that's another thing that I immediately thought of is like, okay, the economy's bad, the hop crisis is bad, and this is what they choose to brew for for their winter seasonal is something that costs like a shit ton of money.
Maybe that's why they called it a winter, because no one else is doing IPAs or Imperial IPAs right now.
Like, you know what?
Brew.
We're gonna jump in.
Fuck you.
We're
We're
gonna-
doing it
We're
anyway.
gonna throw that money on the
We'll
table.
spend it, and we're doing an Imperial.
And they
They
did.
made it rain all over that Imperial IPA.
Then
So
then
I
maybe
can't
why-
hate on them for that.
Maybe why it tastes just like a standard is because they threw in the money, but not enough to do the Imperial money on it.
No, the alcohol
The
is
doubling.
almost Imperial.
Right, but
It's almost there, not quite, but 7.5. I'll take it.
you hit
Because your IPA would be about 4.5, 5.5.
6.
yeah.
Yeah,
Six,
6.5, sometimes 7. I don't think I've ever seen an IPA at 4. That's really low.
Are you drinking Miller on light IPA?
Miller
light IPA.
That's just an old can, Brad. It's not an IPA.
Yeah, they tricked me.
It aged until it got awesome. But so how was the New York countryside for you guys? I had a fun time going to
good.
New York.
Yes. I'll go back. I don't know if I want to live there, but go back and drink their beer.
You're going back to your stool at Goose Island?
They do all the beers. Whatever.
But yeah, Southern Tier does great beers all around.
Yeah.
Southern Tier's
So
fantastic.
you brought in some stuff when we were sampling out the other day. I can't remember what the hell it was. They did the Pangea, or was that?
No, that's Dogfish Head.
And then
Yeah.
you brought in some like limited carton. Who
Oh, it was
that?
the Southern Tier Cuvée.
That was really good.
No, you bought it. I don't know if you've drank it yet.
Series 1.
Series 1
Yeah.
Cuvée.
That was really good.
Southern Tier has its 3 series coming out. That's right now.
Series 1 was.
1 is out now.
I don't want to like if they're gonna do HopCast, but I mean it was good.
It's in my cellar.
It's in the queue.
It's in his laundry room.
That's my cellar.
Cellar, damn it.
His wife just won't let him call it cellar.
Just because there's dirty clothes back there doesn't mean it's not a cellar.
It ages.
Hello. She wants us to sign off.
Yeah, he's like, you're done. You're
I
done.
don't even know
It.
It's a him.
him. He does. But
Alright.
thanks for coming with us to New York. You owe us for gas.
Yeah.